exercises that I give my clients. They are small, tiny movements that really get a good burn, and also a lot of work through your hips, which is really important. You know, we do a lot of big movements. I'm all about squats and lunges with heavy weight, but this is such a great move to really strengthen and make sure that your hips are strengthening in all different directions. So in a side lying position, exactly what it sounds like, this is where people get confused. How do you, what do you do with this upper part of your hands or upper part of your body? So some people like to go here. I don't really love this because it kind of puts you in a weird position with your spine. I like to bend my elbows and let myself just kind of relax here. So then my spine and my neck is nice and straight. Then you make sure your rib cages and hips are stacked, and then you extend both legs. But then at this point, I like to take the bottom knee bent. That gives you a little more stability. Some people like to go right straight here, but I like to bend the bottom knee to make sure that I have a little more stability so I'm not rocking forward and back, especially since we're doing circles that will kind of take you out of stability. So hips stacked, top leg straight. What I want you to focus on, internal rotation. So turn your toe towards the ground, internally rotate through your thighs, and then I like to place my hand right on my booty here so I can actually feel my thighs or my hips working. And then you create big circles just like this. Make sure you're not taking these little tiny ones. I have a lot of clients that are like, oh, I'm just gonna do these. No, I need you to take big circles, okay? So you take big circles going one way and for however many reps, and then go big circles going the other way. So again, making sure you're in that internal rotation, making sure you're not here. Because when you go in the external rotation, you're not really going to feel it in your hip as much. You'll still feel it, but it won't be as intense because you're not really using your glute med and the back of your hip as much. So make sure you turn, internal rotation, get those circles going one way, and then go the other way. Feel free to do the small circles. For some people, that just kind of gives them a little warm up, and then you go to those bigger ones, but you're just doing extra work. You don't really need to. So another thing I want you to think about when you're doing these circles, make sure you're not letting your back, I'm exaggerating, but you're not letting your lower back move. You want to keep your rib cage in, core stable, so your core is working, and then take your big circles going one way and then the other. And then of course, you gotta flip over and go to the other side. Love this move. It's a good burn, small, sneaky, but really beneficial to put in with some of these bigger lifts to give your arms a break from holding weight, especially if you're doing goblets or front racks. Really great way to still get your hips working and a good accessory to it.